No, but that's going to be fun for us. This is for you. Okay?
What's for me?
This right here is for you. Garage night, everyone. Thanks for listening. Friday morning garage night. I'm excited for this one.
Super.
I'm super excited for this one because Craig is running late, but we got to get this. We got to get this recording in so that you can get.
There's a game.
Yeah, you got to watch the Colts.
Yeah.
And it's your Colts. Like it's not like it's I got to get the Thursday night. Who cares?
Yeah, it's an important game.
So let's do this. This is the got the Bentley brothers every Friday. Garage night brought to you by Mazatlan and. See, I'm so rattled right now. I don't have Craig here. Mazatlan, Border Wine Bar, and of course, Cole Street Brewery.
He calms your nerves.
He does. He's like, it's weird. 'Cause I feel like he's always waiting for me to mess up, and so it keeps me on my game.
Oh, I thought he might just soothe you or something.
And no, and now
opposite.
like since he's not here to like get me, like it's like I'm like loose right now, and if you get too loose, it's not good.
All right.
So we got Craig Bentley on the mic.
I'm crying.
What's up, guys? Hey, y'all.
Muy me gusta. Hi.
And then that's when you sigh.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh.
And then we go, and then we got Corey Bentley, his brother, on the mic.
So embarrassed right now of that.
Me too. And man, we've actually had a lot of stuff happen in the past 2 weeks since we last recorded.
Has it been 2 weeks already?
Did we record about? We didn't even talk about my birthday party yet. Did we?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, so we had the birthday party, then you guys in Indianapolis, and so we got a lot to kind of catch up on. But I want to hear about Indy.
It was amazing.
Did you look underneath the towel?
I looked all over that statue.
So there's a Peyton Manning statue that sits out there, and his towel is just draped right over his dangler.
If there wasn't 35,000 children around,
Yeah.
I would have just like been up hugging the statue.
Well, I thought you were going to be doing more than that.
No, it was amazing. It was just nice to be. We walked around the whole stadium, got to did the statue, took pictures, went to the pro shop, and that was all before the game. That was the first day we got there. We walked around, did all that,
Just enjoying it.
yeah, just to be able to see it and say I was there. So it was super nice. But yeah, there was a ton of kids in town.
And I mean, we can talk we'll talk more when Craig gets here, but heartbreaker.
Yes. I mean, it was amazing to be at a game that went overtime and you feel the stadium.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the edge of their seat and stuff. It just sucked that that's the way it ended.
How pissed were you at Wentz?
I mean,
That
the second interception, I was more pissed than anything because, if you look it back, Taylor was just like, nobody was within 15 yards.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, he was wide open on that play.
And I love Jonathan Taylor right now. I could marry that guy.
I mean, him and Pittman
Pittman
were both on.
Pittman has always been a decent player.
He just hadn't taken that step yet.
And I feel like he's getting there.
Yeah.
He's turned into that Calvin Ridley that you just did. But I mean, and then there's credit there for friggin' Carson Wentz there.
There he is.
All right. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. We just started just so we could get it going. We did your intro already as well.
That's unacceptable.
It was pretty good.
We did a really good impression of you. So I can't wait for you to hear it tomorrow.
Yes, I will listen.
We'll do this. And we got Craig Bentley warming up cold on the mic.
Ooh, that's what you guys get.
Yikes.
I hate that. Nope, you already did it.
So. I just had to. Yeah, that's true. he came in super hard on that one. Hey, we're talking about Indy. How was Indy?
It was good. I enjoyed myself quite a bit.
Did it feel good to watch Wentz throw an interception, but on a different team than the Eagles?
No, I actually felt bad, honestly. I meant it was it was one of those things where I started getting involved because I was at the stadium actually rooting for the Colts, and I felt bad because you looked around and you just felt the air sucked out of the stadium.
No.
And then who had Derrick Henry?
I did.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I know.
Did you pick up McNichols or whatever?
I got him in one league.
Yeah.
And I got Peterson in the other league.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more on. And by the way, we're talking now, but it's going to be for full buddy fantasy. It will be this Sunday, so we'll talk about that. We actually are able to record the episode that we're going to listen to. This is like one of the only times, because typically we record on a Friday, and then we've already released one, and this is the one we released because this is for tomorrow.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what was crazy about Henry was, so we didn't. When he got hurt, you couldn't tell. Like he came back.
It wasn't like the Madden football game
he
where
came
you hear
back and he played the rest of the game.
Really?
And like he noticed too. Like he played, and he got held. Like he wasn't him, obviously. Right. But at the end of the game, they won in overtime. He was kind of on and off the field, but then he got carted off after the game. So he went to the sideline and then got taken off.
Wow.
So he finished the game.
And you guys were behind the Colts?
We were right behind the Colts sideline.
Yeah.
I was like 10 feet away from touch on the offensive line.
Well, obviously you saw that.
Yeah, that's true. I want to know did you watch the live?
I watched parts of it. Yeah.
The replay.
Yeah.
Did you watch the replay?
Yeah. Of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of like I can't hear you. What?
Yeah.
Who?
Dude, it was so hard I couldn't tell what was going on.
What were you talking about? What was so hard?
Yeah, exactly.
You're just excited. You guys are the only ones in the stadium. What's the best part?
We got there like literally right when it opened.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, like so we got there right as you could get in, we went in, and then the seats had its own section. So like it was like the win bet section. So only these amount of tickets can go in this area. So our area had its own concessions and its own like stuff. It had its own piano player.
Oh, what?
In our little lounge.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The lounge area.
So like that, if you didn't have a ticket for that area, you couldn't get in. So we went in that area first, went down to the seats, did that, and then came back up and hung out in that lounge area with all the people that were able to go in that area. So it was super cool.
I just now noticed why Craig looks different.
Yeah, doesn't he look like a baby?
He does.
Like he couldn't, you know what, we can talk about this because you didn't do it either, and I'm disappointed in both of you right now. So
I'm not doing it.
I don't know why not.
I'm proud that you're doing it, though.
Look at this amazingness.
You've got one lipping down farther than the other one.
No, that's because it's all like
that's
messed up.
Okay,
I'm gonna twist it eventually.
And you can't be upset with me because, in all fairness, this is the true Movember. So
yeah,
so,
we weren't doing True November. We were doing just do the mustache.
So wait, so you just shaved, and then now you're not going to shave?
You just grow the mustache now.
You could have just left the mustache anyway.
Yeah, what are you doing?
This is the way,
dude. It's Craig. It's weird seeing Craig without facial hair.
Dude,
I feel like
I had a conversation last night.
I feel like you should go be getting carts right now. I feel like I'm working with you in high school again.
Between work,
he needs his old glasses.
Between work, the guys at work, and last night when I went to practice for fastbit, dude, it's been 5 or 6 years at least since I've actually full shaved. I mean, I've screwed around and got, a little bit here, mustache, a goatee.
Yeah.
Full shave like this.
What did Carrie say?
She doesn't like it.
She hates it?
Nah, she doesn't. She likes having facial hair.
But is she like, okay, listen, never do this again or I'm divorcing you kind of thing?
No. It's more of like...
Probably like it would have been better with just a mustache thing.
Yeah.
See, the cool thing about being a man is that you can shave... but it will grow back. Oh, yeah. So you'll make a mistake, and 2 weeks later you're back, and no big deal. Your wife then finds you attractive again.
Sure.
It's those weird 2 weeks where
so
she.
Did you just sell yourself on doing it?
No,
it will grow back, Travis.
No.
So just shave into your damn mustache.
No, I didn't.
Maybe it won't grow back with so much gray.
But women,
maybe it'll grow back darker.
It's going to be all gray.
It'll grow back darker.
The thing is, and the thing with women though is that they can't do that. They can't just one day hope to. Like, you know what? I'm gonna trade my face up a little bit.
You can if you're rich.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. So the Colts game, flight was good. You guys flew down there, and then what?
Flights were long. I mean, I'm not a huge flyer, so I don't really like it. So we just watched movies on the way down there. We got in and just started going around, finding places to eat, bars to go to, stuff like that.
And then where did you guys go? Was there a Colts bar that you went to?
So all of downtown Indy is like restaurants, bars, like everywhere. Like you could walk a block and find 3 restaurants and bars.
It's literally if you wanted to go get like a pop or a water, it's like there's no grocery stores.
Yeah.
Within
not right downtown.
15, 20 miles.
Yeah.
Wow. And so at the hotel, do they have like the mini bar where they'll charge you money? And you're like, crap, the grocery store is like
they had like a mini grocery store down on the on the level where you go in there and buy candy and water and shit if you wanted to from them.
And was it just go ham, drinking all night, let's go crazy, or was it just like taking it in and enjoying Indianapolis?
I mean, we drank, but for the most part, I mean, I drank and I took it in. I was just being there and being in the environment. It was really weird having other Colts fans to talk to.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Uber drivers would be in the car and they'd find out why we were there, and then they just start talking Colts with me.
Yeah.
And that's weird because around here that never really happens
Right.
that much.
No one talks about that stupid team.
Like our last day, we went to this restaurant for lunch our last day before he flew out, and the waiter like stood there for like 25 minutes,
Dude,
half
I thought
hour.
this guy was gonna get fired.
Just talk, and this was a fancy restaurant. Like, so there's a steak restaurant we couldn't get into because of this reservation. You have to have like a month in advance.
Yeah.
The sister restaurant is where we went. So it's like a fancy place. They're all in bow ties. It's a 3-course lunch that we're getting.
Wow.
And this dude's standing there in a bow tie just talking Colts football with me for like a half hour. And like
Other waiters are walking by looking at him like, what is he doing?
He's telling me everything that's wrong with the Colts. Like,
And you're like, yeah,
he was
I agree.
He was at the game before. He's like, that's why. And I'm like, yeah, that's why we're here. So it just went off
going
from
back
there.
forth.
It was just weird having that atmosphere of like the people all around are all Colts fans.
Now, you and I, we've kind of realized that we're very similar in our overthinking and maybe in our feelings as well at times. When I went to the NASCAR race, no, I'm not lying, tears being at my first NASCAR race, a month and a half ago. And did you have tears at all? Like, even for a moment, did you get caught up in the old, wow, it's like hitting you?
There was moments where it hit me and it was wow. I never had tears that welled up, but there was times where after all these years and everything.
Actually, I was just joking about the tears too.
After there's set things and stuff that happened.
When Derrick Henry was getting carted off
that's
the
what it was.
field.
He cried as soon as Derrick Henry left. No, there was things that after everything that happened, there's things that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And to have those things actually happen and be in that moment and then be able to realize it and take it in was big for me. So those were the moments that hit. It's like, I'm here. I made it. I'm doing this. It wasn't something that, I talked about and then just threw it off to the side. Like, I'm here. I get to watch the game.
Do you think you'll ever go back?
I mean, I hope so. But if this was the one time I went there, it was worth it.
Do you so the one time, if it's the first time, only time, and you're on the 50-yard line, was there a hint of, man, what if I just charge the field right now? There
was a moment where I was like, there's nobody between me and these players. Like, there's like workers that come around, but like a lot of them are old guys. Like there's nothing to stop me other than that player that I go up to is just going to punch me in the face. But I'm like, don't hit me. I'm a fan. Like, but yeah, you're so close. It was amazing. Like the CBS camera was like coming like right in front of us. All the guys, the cords, like we were just right up in everything. So it was just amazing.
Was Booger just swinging around?
No, he doesn't have that anymore. This was the CBS day crew like people because it was a 1 o'clock game there.
You should just said something that would blow their mind. They're like, I loved you in the Chargers game last week. You did a really good job.
Such good filming.
Very impressed. Can I get your autograph? Dude, can you say my jersey?
What's crazy for us too, being back there, was I couldn't get used to watching sports in the time difference. Like, so that 10 o'clock game was 1.
Yes.
So like tonight's Thursday night game back there doesn't start till 8:20 at night.
Yeah. So we flew in on a Thursday.
And
we got got our hotel. We're like, oh, okay. Well, we went to go watch the Thursday night. It was the Packers game, right? So we're going to start the game at 8:30 after we'd flown from here and everything else. And it's like, how do these people all the time? It's like 11:30 midnight.
Yeah, so Sunday night football. Yeah, and it's just like going to bed. Like, oh, it's overtime. All right, I'll be going to bed at 1 a.m.
Every Thursday, Monday, Sunday night game, all the World Series games we watched when we were there.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
They were all 11:30 midnight, like at least.
That is crazy.
Like I could not get used to doing.
Why
that.
do they care about us West Coasters so much? Like I'm surprised they don't just like flip it and be like, "Hey, sorry guys, game starts at 3:30. Get off work, hopefully."
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Anything more to talk about the Colts? Any special story? You don't have to. I just didn't know if I'm.
No, just a lot of cool moments. A lot of cool places we saw. I know Craig posted it. We went duck pin bowling.
Oh yeah,
and we had never heard of that before.
Yeah, so you guys were good ball handlers.
Yeah,
yes,
that was a really cool. It was a really cool place. Just really cool atmosphere, and for the most part, like I don't know about his experience, but like the people back there were like super nice. Everybody I ran into was nice.
Nice. Nice.
Like super nice.
Nice.
And the town was clean. Like we always compared it to Seattle, obviously. And like compared to Seattle, downtown felt like super clean. I saw maybe like one or two homeless guys.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Let me just tell you, Seattle's dirty.
Yeah. So and we even commented that to a lot of people. Like this, I don't know if they did it because the FFA had their convention. There was that many kids in town or not.
Sure.
But it just felt cleaner.
Yeah.
And like I didn't really see a lot of guys till the very end. And even the last day, there's a couple guys out moving around because all the kids had left, but it wasn't that bad at all. And if you notice that one guy that dropped the water, he had a stun gun. Did you see that?
I did.
Like I don't know, just some dude walking. He dropped the water, and then he was like playing with a stun gun. And I was like, "Hey, you dropped your water, buddy." Like,
he's like, "What'd you say?"
Yeah, like it wasn't that bad. I wasn't gonna take your water. But no, it was nice.
Nice. Craig, any special story, if you want? I don't know if there's anything that you really liked about the trip that you were just like. I feel like you.
I hated all of it. I had to go into stores and watch him buy Colts shit.
Yeah. No, I think the best part for me was I enjoyed being there, but I did enjoy, and this sounds really corny. He was legit like happy.
Was it like taking your kids to Disneyland?
Kind, you know what I mean? Just being there, seeing how happy he was, and there was only one time where Saturday. We started drinking a good amount. We were just hanging out when we went duck pin bowling.
Yeah.
And finally, I had this notion in my head because he doesn't drink a lot.
Sure.
And I had this notion.
Allergic.
Yeah. Well, I had this notion in my mind, and I'm like, I am not gonna ruin tomorrow's game for him. So I'm like, dude, you need to slow down. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I didn't want the experience to be like overshadowed because he was sick or something.
Right.
So I don't know. I had a good time. I was glad he invited me, and I enjoyed it.
Good. Well, I'm glad you guys could do it, and on Full Buddy Cast's dime.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I thought the reimbursement was coming.
Yeah. We did keep all our receipts to give to you.
Did you? That's great. Go ahead and forward that to Sean and just say FBC says go that route. Did you see Jim Irsay at all? Were you like looking around?
I couldn't find him. I was waiting for a job offer.
Did you have enough Colts gear on that you could have probably hopped the fence or the thing and looked like a trainer? Like
the ones that looked like it wouldn't have had Colts gear on. Like they were all in like suits or like different things.
Okay.
Like I saw Ballard. Ballard was on the sidelines. Just he looked like a mob boss. Like he was just in his suit
and there's
chilling on the sidelines.
And there's no Peyton Manning. No,
he wasn't there.
He was in Denver. He had his number retired.
Oh, that's right.
The Titans did have a midget ball boy that was running around.
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah.
He was a midget.
I don't think you can say that though.
Why? Dwarf?
Yes, there we go.
He was a midget dwarf.
Yeah.
No, okay. I've just cancel cultured both of you guys. I want cancel culture to realize that I was on the right side of history by trying to condemn these two.
He actually had a sign that said, "I'm a midget."
No, he didn't.
So it's fair.
It was
no, he didn't.
Fair,
I think somebody put it. I think fair enough though. Somebody put it on his back. I don't think he knew.
I'm not laughing at that. Not a joke. All right. Let's talk my birthday for a moment because we haven't talked about my birthday yet. You guys came out to it. I was super thrilled that you guys were out there. You had some people that you graduated with that happened to show up.
Correct.
Shout out council member
Corey. Shout her out.
Corey Koopman. Frazier.
Yes.
And who'd you graduate with that was there? Anybody? Desi? Did you graduate with Desi?
I graduated with 3. I think Tyson showed up at one point. I think I saw Tyson.
Yeah, you graduated with Tyson Gamblin. That's right. Yeah, I counted 83 people came to the birthday party.
Did you like have a clicker?
I was the bus. I was like the bus.
As soon as you walked in,
bus driver.
It's a count. Even if they come in and walk out.
Yeah. Oh, each one.
A count.
Ding, ding. We had. It was a lot of fun. Did you guys have fun?
Actually, I had fun.
You were talking to Amanda. You got to catch up with some listeners.
Yeah, I did. I met our shout out Corey's husband. Super cool guy.
Yes, I was thinking about Corey Bentley for a moment, but yes, Corey Koopman, Joe Frazier, Smoking Joe Frazier, And then Lindsay was there, and Pat Lindsay Patterson went blank. Jason. Yeah, there we go. We're back.
It's because you were gonna say Patty.
I was yeah.
I
was.
We got a lot of beer.
But that was part of Rossi Posse there as well. Joey was there. That was fun to have Joey be there, and he got to. Desi was funny because Amanda's asked, "Hey, I want to meet the crew, the Full Body Cast crew, and I'm excited to meet Joey. Haven't seen him yet." And Desi actually hadn't met him either, and I didn't know that about Desi. But Desi was the one that introduced Amanda to Joey. So she was like, "Oh, hi, I'm Desi. This is Joey, and this is Amanda, and Amanda wanted to meet you." And so I guess they got to meet and talk a little bit too. But nice. Out of your conversation with Amanda, did she give you any feedback on Garage Night? Did she say anything how much she hates it and wishes we would do different things? Or
well, she's asked if we could find a different host.
Yeah, I think she was talking about you.
That's the normal feedback.
Like, can you guys just make that with 2 people?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I said no.
No, sorry, we don't have the equipment, or else we would. Bring in Lee. But yeah, that was fun. So I'm glad that you guys could make it. I forgot that you guys had said that you guys might be there. I don't know. Might be there. And then you guys showed up. I thought Carrie jumping out of the cake was a little excessive, but that was a nice treat.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm glad that she was able to do that.
It went towards my golf annual next year.
She was very upset that we didn't beat you guys in beer pong, though. We almost had.
Oh yeah,
we played a lot of beer pong.
You guys played a ton. In fact, the text chain was rolling. Just how they were. People were like, "Oh yeah, smoked the Bentley boys, smoked them this way, smoked them that way."
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. It was the best 2 out of 3.
yeah.
Smoked them.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the correct term.
And that's the
bent you over is actually the correct term.
And that's they won the first game. We won the second. And then the third, but those are the first time I've ever played with those rules before.
Yeah, there was some different rules I never played with, but that's not an excuse. I still don't normally lose, and I did. So I'll admit that.
I was actually, that's probably the best I played in a while.
Yeah, I was sinking them. Joey couldn't hit anything. I was carrying 300 pounds of sweet meat on my back with the beer pong. I liked how Craig just did like you sound like an NFL quarterback there. Like taking the loss in the press conference. You were like, "Hey, rules I never play with, but that's on me still. I wasn't able to do
what
it.
I'm doing.
You just got it,
Well, I was told that first of all, I was told I couldn't play because I take the game too seriously.
Carrie said that.
And then once we started playing, I do. I'm a competitive person.
Yes.
And I'm actually I feel like I'm good at beer pong. So to lose was a big deal to me, but.
And a lot of the ways, like when we won the second game and when they did the third game, it was by those rules, like to hit the same cup twice, you get 3 cups. And they did it twice in the third game. We did it twice in the second game. And that's how that changes that entire game.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
And then you re-rack only twice?
Yeah, that's normal. I mean, that's normal.
We've only played Call Your Shots. We don't play the same cup twice like that.
I've never had that before. Which it makes sense. I mean, the rules make sense. It's just hard to get used to them.
Yeah.
And Call Your Shots only worth 2 cups.
Yeah. Is there any point where if you get -4, like you get 4 cups back, was there anything there for that? Only a select few are going to understand that, not you guys. Well,
thanks for asking us.
You're welcome. And it's not at the expense of you guys either.
I don't know. There could have been a rule that they told us as we were playing, because a lot of times they'd say,
"That's what we do."
They would
we
say,
just make rules.
They would say, "This is the thing," and we're like, "All right, I don't know."
The lights blinked. Oh, it's 10:34. If it's 10:34, then
we get 2 throws in a row. Oh, the balls come back. Balls come back now. It's 10:34.
All I know is the rules that were established that we didn't know, I actually completely like. It was the only rule that I've ever played with that I think is stupid. I don't care what anybody says, is when you can blow it out of the cup. That's dumb. I don't care.
Just dumb. Kick them out. I got NL East and Adam got AL Central bought into a break. By the way, got to tell you this cool thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I'm excited. I'm jazzed on baseball cards right now. You know who Gary Carter is?
Gary Carter, the Toronto Blue Jays?
No. Maybe that's not his name. Anyway.
You talking about Gary Gaetti?
No.
Oh.
He was a New York Met from like the 80s.
Carter played for the Mets, I think, too.
Yeah, okay. I bought into a break for $9. Tell your boy this. I got a 1 of 1. Gary Carter died like of leukemia or something like 2010.
Oh, you should donate that card to his family then.
No, I didn't. Thanks, Chris Thornton. Appreciate you showing up today. but the you know what a real man would do. So what they do, because you'll find, autographs from people that don't play anymore, that they still sign. You'll even you can find Willie Mays. Well, he passed, but
yeah, who's fortunate that now? What are you saying?
But you can see some of these. They're old person like wavery, kind of like when your grandpa and grandma used to sign you a check for your birthday, and how every year got a little more wavier and wavier. I don't know if you guys ever had that, but that's kind of how they are now.
I got alarm clocks, not checks.
But if those Hall of Famers or those guys, they're dead, you know what they do? They go find a check that they've signed. They cut the check and they frame it in a card, and it's a 1 of 1. I got one. I sold it on eBay for $360. So it was a $9 buy-in, boom, hit. Boom, 360.
Probably to his family, just wanting a part of him back.
Maybe, actually. It was
Jeez.
Yeah. They're like, they just buy him back. Here's a check, Tops. Okay.
Probably went to help the funeral costs.
Yeah, probably. Okay. It probably cost a lot of money.
We're moving on from that one. Halloween. How was your guys' Halloween? Which is probably a little different. Was it crazy in Indy? Did you guys dress up?
We didn't dress up.
I dressed up as a Colts fan.
Yeah, Craig was. That is true. There's a lot of people dressed up around in the bars and going places, but it wasn't anything crazy. Because downtown, there's not it's not like you're trick or treating or people are around. It's just people in costumes. No, I didn't really see anybody handing out candy downtown to anybody. If they were, it's probably not what you wanted to grab.
That was that one guy
with the taser.
There was that one guy. He had the taser behind his back. Like, you want a candy bar?
So did you guys even dress up at all for this Halloween? Was this one of the first Halloweens that you guys didn't do? Because at work, do you dress up, Corey?
No.
Craig?
No.
So unless it's a barn burner that Garrett's hosting, other than that, you guys aren't dressing up?
Nope.
I haven't dressed up since Garrett's Halloween parties, and the only time I dressed up other than that was when his kids were younger. Every once in a while, I'd wear a costume to go with them trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Other than that, I haven't been forever.
Did you guys have you guys got any guff yet from your friends, by the way?
For what?
If they listen, they're like, listen, we don't want you guys talking about, like our Halloween parties. Like, are they protective of the friend group, or do they care?
Listen anymore.
Yeah.
I think they started when we first started doing this,
and they moved on.
Yeah.
See, that's the best part. I think that's like what my parents did too. My parents were like, that's kind of cool. And then it's like, once I realized, you'd throw something out, kind of like when they used to. I don't know if you guys did this. This is not me. I don't know who you guys, but I've heard that when you realize that maybe your parents were monitoring like the internet searches, and they had maybe a thing that would catch a certain word. They'd get an email report later. You guys know what I'm talking about here?
You got to clear them temp files.
Yeah,
in the search histories.
Well, no, even like it's
actively?
An active program.
They were worried about you.
Well, I'm just saying, sheltered life.
They must have
found that AOL chat.
They must have found some of those magazines.
They found those magazines. Like, we can't. This guy's actually paying money for this. We can't let him find out that there's free stuff.
If he finds that out, he's not leaving this computer.
We can't touch that mouse later.
We have to go to Incredible Universe and buy a new one.
Well, I don't know where I was going with all that. Where was my joke? I said
the half time you just laugh and everybody thinks you made a joke.
Oh yeah. But then you'd search something every once in a while that you'd be like, oh, I didn't know that was going to pop up. Like, you could say something like, oh, I spelled butt wrong when I was like B-U-T, and I actually spelled it B-U-T-T, and they get an email. And then you realize that they're not talking to you about some of this stuff. You realize, oh, they're not even monitoring these emails. Like, you think
what kind of world did you live in?
he knew he got monitored, so he would like test out different search words to see if they would say something. Like, what can I get away with? I can search butt, and they don't care.
Absolutely true.
I can't search ash, but I can search butt.
Oh yeah, no, I would see what I could get away with. That's all I. You know what horses do. If you guys, speaking of Indian Club, but if you know what horses do, what they do, or cows or whatever. They find the weakest part of the fence, and the reason and how they do it is they go along the fence. You don't know this?
I was worried about where you were going with this.
I was thinking
because of what you were searching.
No. See, that's where your guys are in the gutter. Your minds are in the gutter. Obviously, your parents didn't monitor where you guys were searching. I was monitored, so I'm not even thinking that. But they lean against the fence. They lean against the fence, and they kind of see, oh, this is the weak spot, and they lean it up enough, then they hop out and run. So
the only thing I could search for is cows.
That's what. Oh gosh, Mr. Hands. But hey, the cool thing is that nothing was off. If I type in 2 girls, 1 cup, nothing at all. But
did you type that in?
Yeah. No, I didn't. Gross.
Yeah.
But anyways,
how do you know it's gross?
Where was I going with this?
So
oh
15
yeah.
years ago.
So have you guys thrown out any embarrassing stories of the friend group yet? To where if they did listen, they'd kind of be like, "Hey, why'd you share that?" You guys ever tested the waters on some of that yet?
If they did listen, they probably want to know why we even say their name on here.
I think most of them just don't care.
They don't care.
No, I think
like every once in a while, I'll be talking to Brandon about something. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, we were going to talk about it on the podcast," and he just kind of shakes his head and walks away from me.
I don't think the group that we hang out with would care about anything that we've ever did together that they would ever be embarrassed by or care.
As
about.
long as we don't use their names.
Well,
even
most of them don't care about.
There's
their names
there's
either.
probably a few people that
there's
don't want their names listed.
But we're not like this band of misfits that did tons of illegal stuff.
Right, but they just don't want to be. They may not have a social media presence for the reason that they just don't want their stuff out there.
Well, a lot of
That's
them are
like one
business
person.
owners.
Yeah, and I've got a few friends myself that are just like, you can have these friends on, that's cool, but just don't talk about me.
Sure.
And you can talk about the stories, just don't talk about me in those stories. And I've had to learn the hard way on a few of those. Had some tough conversations later that where they're like, "Hey man, like you said you weren't going to air that." I'm like, bro, content.
And that smooths it over.
Yeah.
As he's recording. What did he say about this?
Yeah. I mean, people are messaging me.
He's like,
angrily.
I'm talking right now. Is this okay?
Is this okay? Hey, I just mentioned you, but without mentioning your name, about how you got upset with me. Let's see. I'm working out.
I saw some video you did yesterday.
These hoodie boobies are I'm working them out.
You're trying to get them pecs going for push-ups?
Gosh, dude, I'm telling you.
Push-up pecs.
The reason is I dressed up. So for my Halloween outfit, I went to one of our friends' Halloween parties. I dressed up as Joey. The reason I dressed up as Joey is because I found a blonde curly wig, and I put it on, and I threw sunglasses on, and when I looked at myself, I'm like, I know exactly who I look like right now. Like a not exactly, but like a, what do they call that? A caricature, like an overly.
Just like you thought you looked like Ben Affleck.
Well, no, I do look like Ben Affleck.
Oh,
So yes, exactly,
exactly like this moment.
And then I was like, oh yeah, Eric Madrid. He gave me that 64 Cougars jersey back in the day, and I was excited about it. And I think Eric was excited about giving it to us. And he actually came out to golf with me and Joey, and Joey kind of was like, oh, that's cool, thanks. But you could tell I felt kind of bad for Eric because Eric drove all the way from Seattle. He gives us this. I'm like, thanks, that's awesome. So I put that thing on, and I had some sweats. And anyway, I was told a few times by people that they thought they came up like, dude, nice pillow. Like they thought it was a pillow. My gut was a pillow. They thought I had kind of like cushioned myself a little bit.
Did you wear a size small shirt?
No.
Did you play it off as too many Hollenbeck chalupas?
No, I wore the jersey.
Just too many chalupas.
And jerseys are like skin tight. If you put on a jersey, it's
well, I mean, it was one that was played in.
It was
so
one that was actually played in.
pads.
Yeah, no, it was an actual authentic
Husky.
Or not husky, cougar. Sorry, sorry about that.
It was a husky in the cougar jersey.
I was looking husky in the cougar jersey, and they came in and they thought I actually had kind of like put a little padding in. Nope, that was straight gut. And when they said that, I was like,
to give you a little motivation.
I've like cut all meals in half. I'm doing sugar free. I'm water, no beer. The only time I had beer since then was when it was with me and Sean and we recorded some brouhahas. Finally, we were able to do that. And I've been on that freaking elliptical. So you're seeing a new me. You're seeing a new me.
I mean, when you get all the push-ups and you get past 17, then I'll be like, that's a new you.
We're at 19, by the way.
Are you at 19 now?
19 Patreons.
Oh, you got to get 19 push-ups now?
I can't do it now because I'm so weak.
Oh.
Because I'm eating.
I'm not...
I'm not eating as much. I can't do as much.
Very weak right
I'm
now.
in that training mode.
I'm getting lean, but not with the muscle.
Yeah, we're cutting. We're at the cutting stage.
Oh, okay.
And
then you're going to start loading?
Yeah. Then I'll be loading again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cut one more time. But yeah, no. So I was super fat, so I gave that up. Anyway, I feel like those were the topics I wanted to discuss. I wanted to hear Indy. I wanted to talk about the birthday party. Were you guys? Let's talk about the birthday party real quick. Is it weird for someone who's 40 throwing himself his own birthday party, or do you kind of expect it from like probably guys with my personality?
Expect it from you in particular.
Yes.
I mean, I just imagined that she threw it for you and then it made me feel good about it.
I mean, you pretty much had a birthday week/month anyway, so I mean.
Yeah, I really went hard. Jamie honestly doesn't hard. I mean, she does it like she'll buy me some Seahawks shirts or maybe some sunglasses or something for like my birthday. But this is the first time like she really went all out, and then I just kind of helped guide the way.
So technically, she did throw you.
So she did throw it,
and that's what most would do. Like if you have a 40th birthday party, it's usually the significant other that does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were significantly othering left and friggin' right.
It just wasn't a surprise party. You just knew about it.
What? Cincy, Baltimore. Did I not screenshot it? Let's go. Oh, what?
This part of the segment is Travis having a conversation with himself.
This is where I'm trying to send. I got Pugsley hitting me up. He's saying that I didn't pick those two teams.
Can't be in by Wednesday. It doesn't count now.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Do you know who almost won last week?
Me.
Yeah. Lost to a tiebreaker.
I know. That was I look back at it. I'm like, I can't believe I picked 60. That was high. That was a high score.
It was a high score.
I know. That was my bad. I probably meant to write 50, and I would have won.
And then you just scribbled your handwriting wrong.
Cleveland and Baltimore.
Oh, rough choices.
Yeah, I have to at this point in my life. I got to somehow catch up. Dude, did I do my other picks? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, well, thanks for listening to that, me just figuring that out. All right, well, I don't know what I was talking about.
Do you ever?
You're talking to yourself.
I was talking to myself. But I highly recommend you guys throwing your own birthday parties.
Maybe when I turn 40, I will.
When are you turning 30? I wanted to meet your gal.
Yeah?
Is she still your gal?
Yeah.
I mean, is this something we can talk about?
Craig
I met her now.
Oh,
I don't think we've been on here since I.
No, how'd that go?
That was the Sunday before we left for the Colts game.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It went well. I mean, anybody that meets me is.
Oh, so she was enamored.
I don't know if that's the right word.
Well, she was like,
she knew what to expect.
She's like,
well, she is a ginger too, so they got a lot.
Oh, wow. Did you have to wear sunglasses?
No, because I'm part ginger, so I'm immune to it.
No. So she got to meet you and Carrie, or just you, or
me and Carrie, I mean, she already knew Kenzie, and we got to meet our younger daughter. But yeah,
was it dinner or what was it?
Yeah, we ordered pizza and watched the Colts game. It was that Sunday night Colts game when they played the Niners.
Dude, so you're on a Colts game binge right now.
Yeah,
Sunday and then being there, and now Thursday night.
Yeah.
Wow.
If he would have planned it out, like, I don't know if he talked about it, but the people sitting next to us, we could have been at both games.
There was a guy from Montana that was sitting next to us. I was talking to him, and he flew in on Friday, and they're staying till the Friday after. And he was hitting the Sunday game, a Pacers game, and then the Thursday game.
Oh, and it's a home game again.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't start till 8:20 at night. Like,
were
you're there till like past midnight in that stadium.
After you listen to it, him tell that story, where you're like, I probably should have done that too. Or was it special to be?
Part of me was, but then I'm like, that's a whole nother ticket. I wouldn't have sat where.
And those guys weren't sitting in the same spot. They were sitting somewhere.
They're nosebleeding on the Thursday night game.
Here's what would surprise me is if that stadium is full for a Thursday night game at 8:20 at night
against the Jets.
Why would that surprise you?
Just to be that late. Like, I don't even think it was full. We were there. There was still, if you look back, there were seats open.
Do you think? What do you think, Mike? Okay, we're gonna talk about this. Well, actually, we're not gonna talk about this because what do you think Mike White's gonna do against the Colts defense?
I hope that he becomes the next Kurt Warner and takes over that job, and Zach Wilson doesn't get to do anything.
Why is that? You just hate Zach Wilson?
I just want to see somebody do that.
The best part of that entire story I saw today was, you know how you showed me that bet that guy made? So did you see
it's more than his salary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a game check, I think.
But still.
Yeah. But still, like, it's a game check for a guy that was never going to play the season normally was $50K. Like, that's your game check. I wish I was just talented enough to not be good.
All right, well, we're gonna record our full buddy cast. I can't wait to talk about our full buddy cast fantasy football right after this. I can't wait to hear if you think the Chargers or the Eagles are gonna win.
Well, obviously the Eagles.
They're gonna run for 10 touchdowns again.
Gainwell is gonna gain well. All right, let's do shout outs real quick.
I'll give a shout out to Carrie because let's see, tomorrow is her birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It is.
I crashed it like a week.
Exactly a year ago.
Wow. I felt like that was like in the spring.
Nope.
That's crazy. Well, happy birthday, Carrie. I miss you already. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 41 hugs.
She'll give you 41 punches
in the face.
She's just gonna be one, and I'll drop. Corey, shout outs.
I'll do the same. That'll be my shout out. Happy birthday.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shout out. Let's see here.
She probably won't listen to it though.
I'll make her listen. Just the shout out part.
Just listen to the end here, Carrie, so you hear me say happy birthday.
But I'll wait till Sunday to let her listen to it, so it's on the actual day.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's so sweet. You should just blindfold her. Sit her down, put some headphones on, and she has to listen to 42 minutes worth of us talking to get to it. Wait, it's almost there. It's almost there.
It'll be worth it.
Wait, it's almost there. Wait, it's almost. See, you were a shout out for like 10 seconds. All right, I'm gonna shout out your guys' friends group because I like them. I know not all of them care for me. I get it. I'm a brash person. I'm a villain or a hero. I throw my own birthday parties and I pretend my wife does it for me. But I like that we can talk about them because they seem like a pretty cool, rad, sick group. By the way, shout out to Carrie Bentley when I said rad, her favorite movie. That's how much I know Carrie Bentley. Favorite movie, rad.
You might have gained a little bit of point there.
Could you
make her listen to that part?
Skip the part where I said she jumped out of a cake at our birthday party, though. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Shouting out the Patreons. Let's get the Patreon board up. Oh, there's the Patreon board. I just bought it. There it is. It's sitting right over there.
I can't see it. Where'd it go?
You guys see it? I see it.
It's the size of a phone.
Yeah.
It is the size. It's it's loading. I got active, 19 active. All right, let's roll with it. We got Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Eric Madrid, Adam Kenny, Casey Scott, Seth Loop, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Ira Potter, Anon Aber, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Homer Robertson, Veronica Lara, Ben Illman, Travis Johnson, Jamie James Roberts, Jamie Kenny, the dashing Jamie Kenny, and Apollo, the dog. pretty cool that it's expanding.
Yeah, and congratulations to Homer. I saw he's a Braves fan.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I think he's just anti-Astros. In fact,
is that what it is?
I don't know. Let's not talk to him. But I did text him. This is another thing. I text all my Patreons that I know.
A Patreon perk is.
I just say thanks for. He goes. I always hate teams in the Mariners division. Soon we will have a Mariners versus Braves World Series. So he was mostly going against that. And then he sent me a picture of him in his hoodie, in his new Full Buddy Cast hoodie. Hit me up for those, $40 a piece, and you get your discounts wherever you go wearing it. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great week.
Goodbye.
Hello.